Hey gang, Jason here for the Love Tractors. So I had a couple guys ask if I would do another question and answer video, and they had a couple specific questions that they had in mind for me to answer. So yeah, I'll do one. I literally just got home from work. I was outside working all day, kind of hot, tired, sweaty. Didn't want to hop in the shower just yet because I'm down in the workshop and I'm actually going to do. I've got to work on what one of these questions is, and it's kind of a dirty process. So I was going to do this before I run up and shower real quick. And I apologize for the glary light here. So I know this video is super crappy quality. I didn't have this problem the last time I filmed in this spot, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I have a feeling it's got something to do with it being daylight outside. I usually film these at nighttime, and so I've got light here and here, windows, and then I've got my light here. So anyway, I apologize if this is super janky and all that stuff. So the first question that I was asked to answer is, someone asked me, how do I get the casting, I call it the flashing, the casting flange, whatever we want to call it, off of Chucky's tires. So I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but there's kind of this little lip here. And what that is when he cast his tires, he's got his mold. His mold's sitting like this, pouring your material and then it's spinning, whatever. And this is going to get overfilled slightly so that there's enough material in here to make the tire. And what happens is you have this little parting line. Now, I don't know if you've ever done resin casting before. I'm sure a lot of you haven't. I did some back kind of in the day before 3D printing and things like that, when I needed repeatable parts quickly and easily. And so I did some. And so what you have to do, like on a tire like this, for example, is you have to make a two-part mold. So what I would do is I would put this on my surface, my flat surface. You build a little box around it. You pour in your silicone mold, and then you have to decide where you're going to stop, because you're going to have two halves of this mold to make it work, to make it pour correctly, to make it look right. And so Chuck has decided, and very wisely so, mind you, that he is basically going to make almost the entire tire the bottom half of his mold, and then the top half of his mold will just sit on there and really not have a lot to do. That makes that flashing right here on the edge of the tires. That way it's easier to clean, because what you would do on a lot of cases, a lot of parts, you would do half and half. But if you do that on a tractor tire, you're going to have issues with these treads. Because you're flashing your mold is the parting line, that's the word I'm looking for, is going to be right in that tread, and it's going to be very, very hard to clean. Now, because they're done this way, all you need is like a Dremel, and you can use this cutoff wheel. I don't recommend the cutoff wheel. What I recommend, there's actually several really good options. You can get a grinding wheel. You can get different sanding discs, things like that. What I use is, so I bought this little kit. I think I got it on Amazon. It was like $9, something like that. And it comes with, I don't know, 100 sanding discs. And then it comes with a foam thing like this that Velcros to it, like so. And then actually, I'll show you. And then I would show you the other end, but I've got the other end over at the workbench I'm going to be grinding on. So, and this has like a metal piece. You just screw that in to your Dremel. And I also, just a quick tip, highly recommend getting the kind of quick change bit, the end for your Dremel or whatever rotary tool you're using. It just makes changing out bits so much easier. You don't have to change out the collets or anything like that. You're going to spend a little money up front, but it's so worth it. And then anyway, you're ready to roll. And what you're going to do, I won't do it on camera because it's just going to be messy and loud. You're just going to go, and you're going to grind off that flashing. Just very carefully. You don't have to use super high speed. I have my Dremel set on about 20. So, I don't know, whatever that is. 2,000 revolutions a minute or something like that. And so the idea is you take, kind of this parting line, which you can kind of see around there a little bit, and then you end up with a nice clean tire afterwards. Now you're going to have a little bit of like look and residue where you did that grinding. Just clean it. Just get some dish soap, some water, go clean it, and then rinse it. Good to go. Piece of cake after that. Wow, it took me 5 minutes to explain that. I could have actually probably done about 5 tires in the amount of time it took to do that. So anyway, I hope that helps. That is, I get that question a lot, so I wanted to answer. Now, if you do a mini toy truck and tractor tire, something like this, you do not have to do that. Their process is a little bit different, and so that it doesn't have that parting line that you have to sand off of there, or grind off of there, which is fine. That's obviously a very nice advantage. I guess question 2 I get is people ask me all the time, which do I prefer, Chucky's or mini toy truck and tractor? I'll be honest, I use a ton of both. I mean, absolute ton of both. I just got an order of a couple hundred pairs of mini toy truck and tractor tires in a week ago, preparing for summer show. I've got 60 pair of Chucky's tires sitting right here going on tractors, tonight probably, give or take a little bit. I probably won't get all 60 pair put on, but I'll get quite a few put on. I use both, so it just depends on the tire you're looking for and all that stuff. They're both great, both nice guys. Just whatever works best for you, I say go for it. The next question I get pretty often is detail painting things like lights, flashers, mirrors, and things like that. So here's a truck bed, and you can see that. Now what I've been doing, I used to do with a toothpick, and I'd spray the spray can in, use the toothpick. Kind of got to be a big pain in the butt, especially if you're trying to hustle and get through quite a few of these. It doesn't work out very good, it takes forever. Then I got paint pens. These work pretty good, but I haven't found a red paint pen with a fine tip that actually is a good red color. It usually comes out pink. So then I was shopping. I was hunting around Hobby Lobby, which if you are a modeler, scale modeler into building things, Hobby Lobby is a gold mine. You just walk around that store and the ideas just start flowing. Anyway, I found this marker set. It's like it's Artex acrylic markers. There you go. And it has a fine tip. It has a little more broad tip. Anyway, and I found that the fine tip, which let me just open this up real quick. Pretty good, pretty fine tip, if you will. I'm trying to get it where you can actually see the tip and not just me and my shirt. Pretty good. Works awesome for lights and things like that. Now, I think, as you guys know, I think I've told you this before. I shake a little bit in my hands. The older I get, I've had some issues. Just kind of makes my hand shake at times, not all the time. So detail painting is really hard for me sometimes, and I really have found this method great. And what's really cool is a set of this has a ton of colors in it. So, I mean, you've got red, green, yellow, blue, orange, black. There's even like kind of this fleshy color that is great for your little people. You're doing scale model people, things like that. So I highly recommend a set like that. You can find them at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can find them anywhere. You don't have to go to Hobby Lobby. You can probably get them online. You can probably get them at every store that sells supplies like that. Here's what the box looks like. Sorry, it's upside down. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Let's just give it to you the correct direction. I'm trying to hold it so the markers don't fall. It's actually 2 rows of markers. So those markers will last me a very, very, very long time. So, the next tip I was going to do, and I was going to show you something with my trees over there. I was going to show you how to attach trees. I get that question a lot on the display. Here's the problem. We had a huge rain yesterday. That side of the basement's got a lot of water in it. It's draining. You can probably hear the humidifier running. The sump pump's going to kick on every once in a while. It's draining. It doesn't really affect this side too much, but it certainly affects my display, and I could walk in water over there, but it gets a little slickish when it's wet, and I don't want to fall and break a hip or something right before summer show. So, the display video will have to wait for another time. I'm at 10 minutes anyway. I don't want to keep you guys going forever. Speaking of summer show, got the dealer information today, the confirmation today, I guess is what I'm saying. We sent off our contract a while back. Got the confirmation today. We are in Beckman at the practice gym, right by the displays. It's as good a spot as it gets, right? I'm excited. I can't wait to go to Summer Show this year. We'll be right by Aaron Jensen, the Lockwood brothers, or Lockwood, I guess, or Sean and the Lockwoods. I saw Gene Fickens in the same room as us. There's a lot of other really great guys set up in the Beckman gym. So you gotta check us out if you're coming to Summer Show. We'll be in the practice gym. I'm excited. Bringing lots of parts. Gonna have some new parts, some new kits for some detail stuff. Fingers crossed. Couple really cool new kits as well. Gonna try to knock out some implements here in the next day or two. Lots of custom trucks. I did do quite a few, like smaller tractors. So I've had some people asking me like, "Hey, okay, we know you do 4-wheel drives. We get it. You like 4-wheel drives. Can you do some smaller stuff?" Sure. Yeah. I had a lot of fun actually doing some of these utility tractors. A lot of like 5020s, 4020s, 1066s, 1466s, things of that nature. I had a blast making those actually. I've really enjoyed that, and so I'm going to kind of try to branch out a little bit more into the smaller 2-wheel drive stuff. Anyway, guys, that'll do it. 12 minutes into this thing. Probably bored you to death already. I appreciate everything. We're like a month-ish or so away, and I'll have the website back up. It's going to be new and redone. And, I mean, it's actually up, and you can still look at it, but you just can't buy anything from it. I'm excited, because we're going to have new parts. The website was pretty much going to be all parts and kits and things like that. Not going to do any new in the box stuff anymore. Not going to do any finished custom tractors because I'm to the point where I don't like shipping those too much. I will occasionally, if you hit me up and you want, like, once I get rolling on like these Tiger Series 3s that you guys have seen on Instagram, once I kind of get a few of those done, I will ship some of those out because I know not everybody can go to a show, and that's fine. But it's going to be a little bit later this summer. Anyway, I'm working on it. And it's because of you guys that I'm able to do something like that. Hope to see you at Summer Show. After Summer Show, Evansville, Indiana. Always a great show. Hope to see you over there as well. So, have yourselves an awesome day, guys. Thank you for everything. Thanks for reading my Toy Farmer article, watching these videos, Instagram, all that stuff. Just really appreciate it. Really do. Means the world to me. It's awesome. So, have an awesome day, guys. Happy tractor hunting.